Okay, well, art doesn't have to be the classical European paintings of masters like Da Vinci or Michelangelo. Noah G. Pomp is changing the world of art in his incredible pop art. It's gaining huge attention. He's here to share his vision, share some of his great paintings, or digital photos, or this new style of popography, you call it?
Popography,
okay,
yes.
First, let's start doing this, Noah. Explain to me what is popography in a short definition.
Popography is my own sort of signature style. As you can see, I'm a huge fan of pop art. Always been a fan of Warhol, and always been a big fan of photography. So what I've done is, through digital art, I've been able to take my own style and take my own photographs and digitally edit them, and basically create what I call popography.
So it starts with some sort of picture or photo that you take of a person, right? It's an original photo taken by you.
It starts in my studio, and I do all my own photography. My studio is equipped with many different types of filters and every color light you can imagine, which I'm creating my scene in the studio. Following that, it goes into my computer where I digitally edit, digitally paint, draw, layer, create different patterns, and my final product ultimately is printed on canvas or paper, and that's what you see here.
Well, they're very beautiful, very bright.
Thank you, thank you.
So you got the passion for this how long ago?
Well, you know, I've always been a photographer. I've always been a fan of art for probably my whole life, but I really just started this about 2.5 years ago. Digital art is a very, very new and changing type of media, and through digital art, it's allowed me to create the kind of artwork that I've formerly been collecting.
So I understand that you take the picture, you put it into the computer, you add your digital touches or digital enhancements, if you will, through you said you use like a tablet, much like a computer tablet?
Very often what I'll do is I'll use a tablet, and I can use a digital, either pen or paintbrush, and I can hand draw or hand paint, but I also have a huge database of different patterns that you see here that I collect from various different places. If I'm walking on Ocean Drive and I see a pattern that I like, I'll photograph it, and sometimes I'll layer that into my work. No piece ever is the same, and no piece is ever done the same, and if you ask me how I did this piece, can I do another piece like that, I probably couldn't go back and recreate it, which is why if you look at my work, no two pieces really ever look alike.
And I notice you're wearing your work as well.
I am wearing my work. I started a couple of months ago with some fashion design. The piece that is on my jacket is actually called Goddess, and if you look closely, you can see the faces. There's a left face and a right face, and this is the piece that really, once it was completed, I knew I had something different. Prior to that, people used to say, oh, your work looks like Warhol's, and obviously as my favorite artist, you can't get away from your influences, but when I did Goddess, that's when I knew something was different, and nobody ever says Warhol anymore to me. They say, what is this? It's new, it's fresh, and you know, it's great to have something that, you know, people recognize as your own.
I'm going to step back into the picture here. We got 1 minute left, but do people commission you to photograph them? And
people do. I do a lot of commissions, a lot of commissioned portraits. Basically, people contact me. They say, I love this. I would love to do a piece for my wife or a piece of my child, or very often people want custom portraits of their pets.
Oh, really?
And you know, it's always great when you get like a nice Rottweiler in the studio or something.
Price on average?
You know, on average, something this size would probably be somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000. Something this size would probably be around $4,000 to $6,000, depending upon the complexity of the shoot, the special, anything special that they might want. If it's going to be a special location or something like that, sometimes that could change the price a little bit.
Very good. Noah, love it.
Thank you so much.
You're a creative man.
Thank you
for coming on the show.
Thank you.
If you want to learn more
pleasure.
about Noah and look at his website, you got to go to our website first, NBC6.net, and you can find it on the As Seen on NBC6 link. Kelly, over to you.